units. पण ते आपल्या लोकांना सांगून आता नाही. 300 पॉवर युनिट्स फ्री मिळाल्यात महिन्याक 2 महिन्याक 3 महिन्याक तिथे त्यांना सांगून आला. I am the ex-power minister, and I guarantee you that even when I was minister, I failed to give bills of 30 days. Bill comes to me today after 62 days. तुम कितल्या दिवसात बिल आहे ते मला खबर नाही. पण माग दिवस होता तुमका 31 दिवसात बिल भेटणार. बाब केजरीवाल की सारे 300 units of how many days? 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, how many days? दूसरे तो म्हणते की I will give 100% jobs to Goan. आणि त्याचे एक सगळं एक लाईन असा free jobs or pay a bribe for your job. Choice is yours. 1994 हम आमदार बनो till 2012 आणि सुमारे 3000 जॉब दिलो आहे. एक चॅलेंज उडता म्हाका जवळजवळपणे एक नाही पैसे दिले जाल्यार फॉर अ जॉब आय विल रिजाइन. तातूंत फकत डिसायड करपाक सोदता. दुसरे विचार तेका whether there is no unemployment in Delhi. Delhi वचून सोयाबीन कितले भुरगी बेकार जाता. कित्याक केजरीवाल government has failed to give jobs to everybody. तो पुरतो आमची काम घालूंक सोदता. आनी एक स्लोगन देतो 5,000 rupees per month for people employed in tourism trade or mining trade. For unemployed people dependent on that. Going and tourism focus झाली. आता एक रूम मेळपाक एकदम कठीण. 5,000 कोणाक दिवपाचो दितो. If tourism has started 5,000 दिवपाक होईना. दुसरे तेगे सरकार पयली येवपाक जाय. इलेक्शन जाता मार्च or February. फेब्रुवारी पासून तो काय दिवपाक शकना आनी काय दिवपाक ना. पण तो आपले आश लागला that he will give this 5,000 rupees per month. बीजेपी सरकार आमचा सांगते का per year we will create 10,000 jobs. पण 5 वर्षां भितर 50,000 जॉब आसपाक जाय. तुम्ही सांगा मला तुमच्या मतदारसंघात किती भुरग्यांक सिरीज मेळ्ळे ते सांगाय मला. आता आमचो सीएम म्हणटा कितें आय विल क्रिएट 10,000 जॉब बिफोर द इलेक्शन्स. जॉब्स इन एग्री तो कोणाक दिवपा ना. तो फायल करून सांगतो कितें इलेक्शन कोड आहे म्हणून आपण दिवपाक शकता. सो डोंट गेट मिसगायडेड. तिसरो म्हणल्यार आमचो आजी पक्ष म्हणटा कितें होगो person of Goan origin only. As per the Constitution of India and Bosnia, this is illegal. This is unconstitutional. म्हणून तुझी मागणी आणि नाकार व्यवस्था एक नाका काँग्रेस पक्षाचे फाटल्यान रावाय. आणि म्हाका खात्री आसा काँग्रेस पक्ष तुमचो जो इश्यूज आहे they will solve it. Trust me, we will make an effort to come out of the way and solve your problems. Only thing, we have to bring a Congress government to power. And तो सरकार आम्ही अडवू शकता. तुम्ही ना आपली फायनल नांदले जाऊचे नांदले. म्हणून हात जोडून मागता हो पावटी काँग्रेसा फाटल्यान रावया. गोंय एक काँग्रेस सरकार हाडया आणि whatever issues we have चड करून आमकां युथा पासून unemployment पासून we will strive to solve this. Thank you.
Benaulim Block Congress Committee आयोजित केलेल्या या बैठकीत मागील राज्याचे या देशाचे फॉर्मर फायनान्स मिनिस्टर श्री चिदंबरम जी, आमचो AICC इंचार्ज दिनेश रावजी, आमचा प्रदेश काँग्रेस कमिटीचो अध्यक्ष गिरीश तोडणकर, पक्षाचे सगळे ऑफिस बेरर्स, पक्षाचे सगळे पदाधिकारी हांगा हजर आशिल्ले बाळाजीच्या माझ्या मोगा भावांनो आनी भयणींनो, गेली 1 म्हयनो गोंय राज्याच्या वेगवेगळ्या भागांत बाब चिदंबरम आमच्या ब्लॉकाचो मिटिंग घेता, कार्यकर्त्यां कडेन संवाद साधता, इंटरॅक्शन करता. 5 वर्सां काबार जावपाक लोकशाही भितर प्रत्येक 5 वर्सांनी आमकां अधिकार मेळटा आपल्याक जाय तो उमेदवार सिलेक्ट करपाक, आपलो लोकप्रतिनिधी म्हणून फुडल्या 5 वर्सांक. आनी तो 5 वर्सांचो पिरियड काबार जावपाक आयला. फेब्रुवारी म्हयन्यात इलेक्शन आसा आनी बाणावलेच्या सगळ्या लोकांक एक संदी मेळटा आपलो लोकप्रतिनिधी घडोवपाचो. आज सगळे कडेन वातावरण सरकाराच्या विरोधात आसा. केन्नाय कडेन लोक म्हणटात 5 वर्सां त्या सरकारान कितें केलां. आमचे कॉन्शियस आमकां विचारल्यार आमकां सांगतले की ह्या सरकारान 5 वर्सां कितें काम केलां जे तुमचे मत मागपाक परते दात घेता. हांव तुमकां याद करून दिता. 2012 तेन्ना तो चीफ मिनिस्टरान एश्युरन्स दिले लोकांक पेट्रोल 60 रुपयाच्या वयर गेल्यार आमी 60 रुपयांनी सप्लाय करतले. याद आसा जाल्यार पळया. गॅस सिलिंडर 400च्या वयर गेल्यार आमी 400नी सप्लाय करतले. खंय गेले एश्युरन्स. पेट्रोल कितले आसा. पेट्रोल खंय पावले. आतां स्कूटरवाले पेट्रोल घालतात. पेट्रोलाक कितले पडटा. पेट्रोल 100 रुपयाचेर पावले. सिलिंडर 1000 रुपयाचेर पावलो. खंय आसा. ह्या सरकारान एश्युरन्स दिले. पेट्रोल 60 रुपया, सिलिंडर 100 रुपया. तरेतरेचे एश्युरन्स दिले. एक सुद्धा एश्युरन्स फुलफिल केलें ना. आमी काल काणकोणा गेले. काणकोण वता आसतना मोठे मातसो न्हीद लागतले म्हूण न्हिदलो. वयल्यान कसलीच न्हीद लागना. कारण गाडी एका कोणा पडटा वचून दुसरे कोणा पडटा. दुसरे कोणांतल्यान तिसरे कोणा पडटा. रस्त्यार इतले फोन पडल्यात सगळे कडेन ऑल ओव्हर. आमच्या युथ काँग्रेसीन एक प्रोग्राम केलो स्पॉट द पॉट रोड आनी ताका प्रायज दवर. वचून प्रायज दिवपाची आसा. कितलेशो सेल्फी आयल्यो. एक सेल्फी म्हाका काडपाक लायली पणजे. हांवें एक सेल्फी काडली सारको पोजिशन घेवन तो फोन टाकलो. गव्हर्नमेंटाचो दुसरे दिसा चीफ मिनिस्टराचो स्टेटमेंट उगळे. चीफ मिनिस्टर कितें म्हणटा. कोण आसा बड्डे आसा 1 नोव्हेंबर पर्यंत आपूण बंद करता. म्हणजे ताणें एडमीट केलें की रस्त्यार फोन आसा 1 नोव्हेंबराक आमी सगळे फोन करतले. म्हाका काणकोणचो एकलो म्हजो आनीक मेळ्ळो. तो सदांच बाबडो बायलेक घेवन पणजे वता. ही बायल पणजे शिकशी करता. तो स्कुटीन तिका सोडटा आनी स्कुटीन ताका हाडटा. तो म्हाका म्हणटा सर कितें सांगू तुका. आपल्याक आमकां 5-5 मिनटांनी खाट्यान हात लावन पळोवचें पडटा. बायल आसा काय पडली हें पळोवचें पडटा म्हणटा आपल्याक. ही आज लोकांची परिस्थिती आसा. हे तुमच्या लक्षात हाडून दिता. हांव पळय बाणावलेचे रस्ते कितले बरे आहात. आनी म्हणून आज पळय सरकारान स्टेटमेंट केलो चीफ मिनिस्टरान की 1 तारखेक आपूण पॉट काडटलो. पूण त्याच बरोबर ताणें आनी एक स्टेटमेंट केलो. ताणें कितें स्टेटमेंट केलो की दिगंबर गांवांत चीफ मिनिस्टर आशिल्लो तेन्ना तिजोरी म्हणपालो भरून व्हांवताली. आमचें सरकार आशिल्लें काँग्रेसचें तेन्ना जर तिजोरी भरून व्हांवताली हे बीजेपीचें सरकार 10 वर्सां आसा. हांची तिजोरी खंय गेली. हांची तिजोरी खाली कित्याक. हो प्रश्न तांकां मत मागपा येता तेन्ना विचारप. आमच्या मडगांवां एक टाकाची बाय म्हणून आहा. त्या टाका बाय कितें उडयता तें नाच जाता. हांगे तिजोरी टाका बाय जाल्या. कितें घालता तें ना जाता. आनी म्हणून हांगे ट्रेजरीक पयशे ना. ट्रेजरीक सदांच पयशे ना म्हणटा ते. लोकांक 500 रुपये दिवपाचे, 1000 रुपये दिवपाचे, लाडली लक्ष्मी दिवपाचे. हे पयशे दिवपाक 4-4 म्हयने 5-5 म्हयने रडयतात. बारीक मनशा बाबड्याक केन्ना काय पयशे येता. गरीब म्हणजे जाणटेले लोक रावतात केन्ना काय पयशे येता ना. आनी हे सरकार वयल्या लोकांच्या माथ्यार 3 लिनियर प्रोजेक्ट माथ्यार थोपपाक सोदता. कोळसोवाचो हक करपाक सोदता. बांदूगांव पोर्ट ट्रस्टान कोळसो हाडून कोळशाचे हक करपाक सोदता. आमी रस्त्यार आयले. आमी चांद्रा रेल्वेच्या स्टेशनाचेर थंय वचून एप्लिकेशन केलें. सगळे कडेन एप्लिकेशन केलें. वचून ह्या सरकाराक जाग येना. आमी हुबळी सुद्दां गेले. कारण आमकां वचूंक जाग येना. रेल्वेचो डबल ट्रॅक करपाक सोदता. कोळसो कितलोसो मोठ्या प्रमाणाचेर हाडपाक सोदता. हाच्या अगेन्स्ट काँग्रेसच्या राज्यांत 2007 ते 2012 जेन्ना हांव मुख्यमंत्री आशिल्लो 17 SEZ सँक्शन केली गव्हर्नमेंटान. 17 SEZ. लोकांचो अपोज जालो. लोक रस्त्यार आयले. म्हज्या घरा कडेन आयले, ऑफिसांत आयले. व्हडली दिल्ली गेलो काँग्रेसचे अध्यक्ष सोनिया गांधीक सांगलें की अशें अशें आसा 12,000 जॉब दाखयतात लोकांचो अपोज आहा तिणें म्हाका एकच विचारलें प्रजा कितें म्हणटा लोक कितें म्हणटा कारण शी बिलीव्स दॅट इन डेमोक्रेसी इट इज अ गव्हर्नमेंट ऑफ द पीपल बाय द पीपल फॉर द पीपल लोकांचे लोकांक जाय आनी तिणें सांगलें लोकांचे रेसिडेंट नाका कॅन्सल द रेसिडेंट तूं लोकां बरोबर राव आनी आय एम द फर्स्ट चीफ मिनिस्टर इन द कंट्री एंड काँग्रेस पार्टीचें गोंय सरकार हें एकमेव सरकार ज्या सरकारान सगळे रेसिडेंट स्क्रॅप केले आनी लोकांक रेसिडेंटांचेर मुक्ती दिली आमी ह्या सरकारा कडेन तेंच मागलें आमी डिमांड केलो तिनूय युनियन प्रोजेक्ट स्क्रॅप करा कॅन्सल करा फाल्यां काँग्रेसचें जर सरकार येयलें वी विल सी दॅट दीस 3 युनियन प्रोजेक्ट आर स्क्रॅप आमी आमच्या ऑपोजिट वी विल नॉट एवर गोवा कित्याक पयसो आहा पयसो वतलो कर्नाटकान आनी पयशाचो धुलो गोंयकारांनी खावपाचो आनी गोंयकारांनी करपाचें हाचे खातीर आनी म्हणून हें लक्षांत दवरात आनी म्हणून हांव तुमकां सांगपाक आयलां की ह्या सरकारान जें कामां केल्या जें काम करता बाणावलेचे थोडे गव्हर्नमेंट सर्वंट आसतले गव्हर्नमेंट सर्वंटाक 1976तल्यान हाऊस बिल्डिंग अलाउन्स मेळटा कोण फ्लॅट घेतात कोण घर बांदतात 2% इंटरेस्ट सगळे गव्हर्नमेंट सर्वंट शिक्षण जातकीर सगळ्यात पयलीं लोन काडटात आज पर्यंत खंयच्याच गव्हर्नमेंटान ही स्कीम बंद केली ना ह्या सरकारान हिस्ट्री केली ह्या सरकार पयलीं सरकार ज्या सरकारान फाटल्या लोन दिले ते सुद्दां बंद केले आनी तांकां सांगलें तुमी प्रायव्हेट बँका कडेन घेया नॅशनल बँका कडेन घेया 15% 16% रेट गव्हर्नमेंट सगळे सर्वंट इतले त्रासा पडले आनी ते कोर्टान गेले कोर्टान झगडटा म्हणून तांचे कडेन उपाय ना इन्स्टॉलमेंट भरपाक जायना अशी परिस्थिती आयली आनी म्हणून आपण ते सांगलें म्हाका मेळपाक येतना आमचें सरकार आयलें सगळ्यात पयलें डिसिजन सगळे गव्हर्नमेंट सर्वंटाचो हाऊस बिल्डिंग अलाउन्स वी विल रिस्टोर बॅक विथ 2% इंटरेस्ट अशें एश्योरन्स आमी दिला आनी गव्हर्नमेंट सर्वंटाक रस्ते पडोवपाक आनी म्हणून हे सगळे जर पळयत जाल्यार तुमच्या लक्षांत येतलें की हे सरकार आनी परते आनी गोंयांत हाका येवपाक दिवपाक जायना अशें सामान्य मनशाचें मत आसा हांव तुमचे कडेन मागतां तुमच्या काळजांत हात घाला हांव सांगता म्हणून न्ही हांव तुमच्या मुखार फॅक्ट दवरल्या तुमी तुमच्या कॉन्शियन्साक हात घाला आनी विचारा ह्या गव्हर्नमेंटाक परत निवडून हाडपाची आसा काय ना हें तुमी जर तुमच्या कॉन्शियन्साक हात घालून विचारलें तुमचें कॉन्शियन्स सांगतलें परत आनी हें सरकार गोंयकारांक नाका त्या सरकारान गोंयकारांक सगळ्यांक बाजीचे करून उडयल्या एकमेव सरकार आनी एकमेव पक्ष जो ह्या गोंय राज्याक बरें सरकार दिवपाक शकता तो काँग्रेस पक्ष हें तुमचें कॉन्शियन्स तुमकां सांगतलें काँग्रेसचे कॅन्डिडेटाक सपोर्ट करा आनी बाणावलेचेर परत एकदा काँग्रेसचो झेंडो लाया अशें तुमकां विनंती करता आनी देव बरें करूं जय हिंद.
EICC Senior Observer, Honorable former Finance Minister, Shri P. Chidambaram ji, President of the Goa Pradesh Congress Committee, Shri Girish Korakar ji, CLP leader Shri Chidambaram ji, Working President Shri Alexios Equera ji, Senior Vice President Mr. M.K. Sheikh, former Minister Sri Mickey Pesheco, Block Congress President Menino Fernandez, all the other senior leaders, our District Congress President Joe Dias, our AICC Observer Sunil Harmanawar, and all the other leaders on the dais, and all the other party leaders and workers sitting in front of the dais, and all friends from the media. Already many of our leaders have spoken, and we've also heard some of the opinions of the people, of party leaders of Benaulim. We respect your opinion. We have come here to listen to what you want to say and to hear what you feel about your constituency. आपका राय क्या है आपके कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी के बारे में, वो सुनने के लिए ही हम इधर आए हैं। हम इधर ज़्यादा भाषण देने के लिए नहीं आए हैं। और और आपका राय को हम मानते हैं और आदर भी करते हैं. So for us, our duty to see that we support you in strengthening the Congress in Benaulim. There is a block Congress president. The block Congress committee has been formed. Formation has been made. Active members of the Congress party, the list has been submitted. So our duty is to see that we strengthen the organization in this constituency. Unless the organization is strong, we will not be able to win in elections. And we need to identify our booth workers, our block workers, Mahila Congress, Youth Congress, NSUI, Sevadar, all the people, and get them nominated and start giving a direction to the campaign that we are going to launch throughout Goa, including Benaulim. So that's the first thing that we have to do. Who is going to contest, who is going to be the candidate, all those things will be decided later on. What is important is that we reach out to the people. लोगों का उनके पास जाना है हम, उनका घर को जाना है, और जो इश्यूज है गोवा के अंदर, जो इश्यूज है, what are the issues of Goa, the failure of the present government, the failure of the BJP in Goa and in Delhi, the suffering that people are undergoing, the bad government that they've given in the last 10 years, that we have to go and tell people. And we have to tell people that the Congress party will give a stable government in Goa. The Congress party will take Goa forward, not by making false promises, not by making ridiculous promises. We've heard some of the promises being made by other political parties, saying we will give free power, we will give you jobs for all, we will give every month 3,000 or 5,000 rupees. 5,000 rupees for all the unemployed people who don't get jobs. That is the whole promise of ours. That all people of Goa who don't get a job will be given 5,000 rupees a month. So the only thing you have to ask voters, only thing the Congress people have to go and tell voters is, if Mr. Kejriwal is promising that in Goa, is he giving the same 5,000 rupees to the unemployed people in Delhi? Has he implemented these promises elsewhere, anywhere else? He is only coming in Delhi. Has he done this in Delhi? How can he have one promise for Goa and one policy for Delhi? तो आप जाके पूछना है, आप पार्टी दिल्ली में सरकार में ऑलमोस्ट 10 साल हो चुके हैं. Are they giving this 5,000 rupees for youth? 5,000 दे रहे हैं दिल्ली के अंदर youth लोगों को. तो अगर कहीं पर भी नहीं किया है, इधर क्यों बोल रहे हैं? क्योंकि उनको मालूम है कि वो सरकार में नहीं आ रहे. उनको मालूम है कि उनको जीतना मुश्किल है. सिर्फ एक कुछ लोगों को गुमराह करने के लिए, somehow to convince people, to attract them, they are offering this. It's like a bribe. Like this bribe not will be fulfilled because they can't implement this bribe. If you want to implement this bribe, if you want to fulfill this promise, our demand to AAP should be, you start giving the 5,000 rupees from today, not after elections. आज से शुरू कर दीजिए ना, 5,000, 2,000, 3,000 कुछ भी दीजिए. आप हमको वोट करना है, फिर हम गवर्नमेंट में आएंगे, फिर उसके बाद देंगे. These are all false, fake promises. Congress does not indulge in false, fake promises. We want to give good government, good governance. Chidambaram Kaamaji, Mukhyamantri थे. There was development in Goa. There was economic prosperity. सब लोग के पास नौकरी था, पैसा था, इकोनॉमी अच्छा चल रहे थे. लेकिन आज क्या हुआ? पूरा देश के अंदर क्या था? चिदम्बरम जी फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर रहे, होम मिनिस्टर रहे, मनमोहन सिंह जी प्राइम मिनिस्टर के 10 साल. पूरा देश में कितना तरक्की हुआ, कितना एम्प्लॉयमेंट था, कितना इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ था, कितना जॉब्स हो रहा था. अभी मोदी आने के बाद क्या हो गया? डिमोनेटाइजेशन किया, खराब जीएसटी दिया, सिर्फ झूठे वादे। तो व्हाट हैज बीजेपी डन फॉर पीपल? आज पेट्रोल प्राइस, डीजल प्राइस, गैस प्राइस सब ऊपर जा रहा है। पूरा देश के अंदर तनाव है, पूरे देश के अंदर घबराहट है। हर जगह वो यूपी में जाके देखें क्या हो रहा है, हरियाणा में जाके देखें क्या हो रहा है, गोवा में देखें क्या हो रहा है। कोविड हुआ, कितने लोग बिना ऑक्सीजन, बिना बेड्स, बिना कितने लोग मर गए। और मोदी साहब वो दिल्ली में भाषण दे रहे थे कि हम जीत चुके हैं कोरोना के खिलाफ। He didn't take any precaution. So look at the situation that India is facing. What is the actual ground reality? भाषण तो अच्छा है क्योंकि सब मीडिया उनके हाथ में है ना, मीडिया कंट्रोल करते हैं। जो कोई भी उसके खिलाफ नहीं बोल सकते। अगर कोई खिलाफ बोले तो उनके ऊपर आईटी, ईडी, सीबीआई उनको ब्लैकमेल करते हैं, थ्रेटन करते हैं, जेल के अंदर डालते हैं। This is the democracy India we fought for. Congress fought for this Indian independence. Congress fought for Goa's independence. Congress gave Goa statehood. Congress has maintained the cultural identity of Goa. Because Congress believes in multiculturality. That is the Congress contribution. You not just come yesterday, today, offering false promises and say, give me vote. हर जगह बैनर डाल के हम वोट नहीं मांग रहे। हम यही मानते हैं कि बिकॉज ऑफ आवर वर्क वी आर आस्किंग फॉर वोट। दिस इज द कांग्रेस पार्टी। सो लेट अस स्ट्रेंथन द कांग्रेस पार्टी, not for any particular individual, because we have to save this country, we have to save the state, we have to do good work, we have to bring back what India is suffering now. We have to bring back. And I tell you one thing. The savior of India is going to be Goa. Because whoever wins Goa wins India. अगर हम गोवा में जीत गए तो हम देश में हमको जीतने का मौका मिलता। इसीलिए आप सब लोग इकट्ठा होकर काम करिए। हम सब लोग इधर बैठकर लीडर्स आपका राय छोड़कर हम कोई डिसीजन नहीं ले रहे। आपका मन में जो है वही उसका एक जो आपका मन है, जो आप आज भाषण दे रहे हैं, जो आप इधर बात बोले हैं, वही लेकर हम आगे डिसीजन लेंगे और कांग्रेस को मजबूत करेंगे, हर कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में मजबूत करेंगे, हमारा कैंपेन लॉन्च करेंगे और हर बूथ के अंदर हमारा पार्टी वर्करों को जाना, घर घर को जाना, लोगों को बताना, वो कैंपेन हम शुरू करेंगे। इसके लिए आप सब तैयार होना है। ब्लॉक कमेटी, बूथ कमेटी, वर्कर्स, यूथ कांग्रेस, सबको आप तैयार कीजिए आपके प्रोसेस के अंदर। और जो भी मदद आपको चाहिए प्रदेश कांग्रेस कमेटी से, हमारे चिदम्बरम साहब से, जो भी मदद चाहिए, हम आपके साथ रहने के लिए, आपके साथ सपोर्ट करने के लिए तैयार है। इतना बोलते हुए आप सबको एक प्रोग्राम आपने किया, मैं आप सबको धन्यवाद बोलता हूँ। और आने वाले दिनों में कांग्रेस का फ्लैग पूरा हर कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी के अंदर कांग्रेस का फ्लैग हम ऊपर आने के लिए पूरा काम करेंगे। धन्यवाद। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Good evening to all of you. Mr. Dinesh Gundarao, AICC in charge of Goa. Mr. Girish Chodhankar, President, GPCC. Mr. Digambar Kamath, CLP leader. Mr. Alexio Sequeira, Working President of the GPCC. Mr. Sheikh, Vice President of the GPCC. Mr. Joe Dias, GCC President. Mr. Pacheco, former MLA, former Minister. Mr. Menini Fernandez, Block President. others who are sharing the dais with me, my friends, colleagues, party workers, brothers and sisters. I'm very happy to come to this constituency and meet so many of you. In fact, I was a little uncomfortable when I found people standing there. But while many of them came forward and sat there, more people have come from outside and are standing there. But that's okay, as long as you are listening to what we are saying. I'm quite happy that you are here, and I welcome you on behalf of the Congress Party to this meeting. My friends have spoken to you extensively. I just want to say a few things which are core beliefs of the Congress Party. Congress Party believes that we must remain a secular party, and when we form the government, it must be a secular government. There is no question of swerving from that path. I want to assure you that we believe in secularism in the party and in the government, not merely to win an election, because that is the only principle that will keep this country together. This country has been a plural country for over 2,000 years. Christianity came to this country 2,000 years ago. Islam came to this country 900 years ago. Zoroastrianism, the Parsis, their religion came to this country several hundred years ago. Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism were born in this country. There is no way I can even think of India as one religion, one language, one culture, one food habit, one dress habit. That cannot be India at all. India is multicultural, multilingual, multi-religious, multiple ways of dressing, food that we eat, and that is India. It is that what makes India so attractive to the world. And we are protecting this multicultural, multilingual, multi-religious, plural society by democracy. So our second core belief is we must remain a democracy. Everybody is equal, everybody must be equal, everybody must feel he's equal. Nobody should feel he's a second-class citizen or a third-class citizen. So secularism is a core belief, democracy is a core belief, and I can list a number of beliefs, but I will not do so. I write every week, I tweet often, I give interviews, you perhaps know my views. Secularism is a core belief, democracy is a core belief, and another core belief is that we must always stand for the poorest of the poor. I know that Goa is the highest per capita income. But when did Goa become the highest per capita income? It was during the Congress rule, especially between 2004 and 2014, that Goa achieved the distinction of the highest per capita income in the country. The state. But even so, there are poor people. Maybe not as many poor people as in Odisha or Bihar, but there are poor people everywhere. And our core belief is wherever the poor are affected, wherever the poor are deprived, the poor are oppressed, we must lean in favor of the poor. The best example of the most pro-poor program in the whole world is Manreka, Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee Program. It's a self-selection program. It caters to the poor. The poor select themselves, come forward to work. There is no program in the world which is bigger and wider in reach than Manreka. Why did we introduce Manreka? It was introduced as Manreka when Dr. Manmohan Singh was Prime Minister and I was Finance Minister. Why did we do that? Because that is the way to help the poor. I assure you that the next government in Goa, if it is a Congress government, as I hope it will be, will adhere to secularism, will adhere to democracy, and will adhere to being pro-poor. There's no way we can be moved away or swayed by any force, any influence from these core beliefs. I know that this constituency is predominantly Catholic. I'm very proud of the Catholic community. I started my school education in a Catholic convent. I did my middle school and high school in a Scottish mission school. Then I went to college, again to a Jesuit Catholic college. So Catholicism is not foreign to me. Nobody tried to convert me. Nobody tried to proselytize me. The most popular class in school was the Bible class. And I used to attend Bible class regularly. That doesn't mean, I can tell you, I've even won small competitions for school students among the Bible. That doesn't mean I cease to be Hindu. I'm Hindu, but I accept and respect Christianity. Christians are Christians, but they accept and respect Hinduism. That is the way it should be. But what we have seen in this country is a rejection of pluralism, a rejection of secularism. There is a rejection of democracy. Instead, it is majoritarianism, and majoritarianism is the first step towards authoritarianism. Germany is the best example. It started as a majoritarian government and then became an authoritarian government. Many of you may not remember, Hitler was elected in an election, in a democratic election. Then he became majoritarian. Only the Aryan, the German Aryan must rule Germany. The Jews have no place. That is majoritarianism. Majoritarianism became authoritarianism, and he became a dictator. The worst dictator that the world has seen. India is in danger of going down that path. We are fighting every day. We are fighting on the streets. We are fighting by our writing. We are fighting by our speaking. We have an agitation tomorrow to protest against what happened in Lakhimpur Kheri. We are fighting in the courts. We will continue to fight. As long as there are forces that reject secularism, as long as there are forces that reject pluralism and democracy, we will continue. This fight will not end until we vanquish the forces that propagate majoritarianism, authoritarianism, and Hinduism. There is no doubt about it. No force can put us down. No intimidation, no threat, no court case, no prison, no jail will deter us. We will fight to our last breath until we vanquish these forces. All I'm asking you is to join us in the fight. Please join us. I know many of you can't afford to come to the street and fight. Many of you can't write or speak every day. Many of you can't vote imprisonment. But we're not asking you to do that. We're asking you a simple thing. What Winston Churchill said. The little man walking into the little booth, those days, taking a little piece of paper, taking a little pencil, and putting a little mark. That's all we ask you. Today, all that we ask you is step out, step up, step out, go to the booth, go to the machine, look at the machine, and press the button that will preserve secularism and democracy in this country. I know that there are concerns about alliance, non-alliance. There are two views here. One view is, let's have an alliance. That's the reality. Another view is, no, don't have an alliance. These are not matters which can be debated publicly. We will see. But we are getting the party battle ready in all 40 constituencies. Benaulim is no exception. We are getting the party battle ready in all 40 constituencies. If necessary, we will fight in all 40 constituencies. But I must ask you to participate in this selection process, election process. We are not going to come and tell you what you should do. You are the Congress members. Among you, we have invited you to enroll as active member. Who is an active member? An active member is somebody who says, I can spare 2 hours a day. I can spare 2 days a week. I'm willing to come to the party office and sit between 5 to 7 in the evening. I'm willing to come on Saturday and spend 8 hours in the party office. I'm willing to go door-to-door campaign. I'm willing to distribute pamphlets. These are active members. We need silent members also. We need passive members also. But we need active members also. Therefore, we have given you a form and asked you to enroll as an active member. Mr. Fernandez told me that we have so far been able to enroll 150 active members. I am absolutely confident that by the 15th of this month, in 5 more days, we will be able to enroll another 150. We must achieve the target of a minimum of 300 active members in Benaulim constituency. Why do I stress importance on active member? Because the active members are going to take all the decisions. All election-related decisions will be taken by you. What kind of a campaign should be conducted in Benaulim will be taken by you. What kind of posters, what kind of pamphlets, you will decide. Should we have door-to-door campaigning? You will decide. Should we have a cycle procession? You will decide. Should we have a Padayatra? You will decide. Should we have street corner meetings? You will decide. And you will also decide who will be the candidate. I know that some of you don't believe me. I'm sure that many of you are skeptical. We are going to come back and ask the active members, give us names of candidates. The criteria is 1, loyalty. Number 1 is loyalty to the party. Number 2 is integrity. Number 3 is acceptability to the workers of the constituency, Congress workers. Number 4 is winnability. All 4 are important, but I have to arrange it in some order. The order in which we have arranged it is loyalty is number 1, integrity is number 2, acceptability to the Congress workers is number 3, and winnability is number 4. Active members should put their heads together. From today beginning, you meet each other, talk to each other, speak to each other on the phone, meet each other in the bazaar, in the church, in the streets, talk to each other, knock your heads together, and when we come back and ask you for suggestions for candidate, please give us the name or names. My experience is, in most cases, they will give 1 name or 2 names. In rare cases, they will give 3 names. But I promise you, we are not going to impose a candidate. We are only going to select a candidate from the names suggested by you. So it's your decision. You must take the decision. You must own the decision. You must take responsibility for the decision. If you take the decision, this sad, sordid, unfortunate, despicable chapter of defections will come to an end. We must put an end to this sordid chapter of defections. Goa has earned a bad name, and I confess the Congress party has contributed to earning the bad name that an elected MLA will defect. It's a shameful chapter. Let us put an end to that chapter in 2021. Let there be no more repetition of 2017. Let there be no more repetition of 2017. You have the power to put an end to it. You have the power to put an end to it by selecting a candidate, by helping us select a candidate who will be loyal to the party and will be acceptable to you and who can win the electorate. So we are placing a huge responsibility upon you, which is why I'm going along with the nation to every constituency and meeting active workers and Congress workers. This is perhaps our 11th or 12th meeting. We are going to go around all the blocks and we will complete all the blocks in a short space of time. But we will come back to you again. We will come back to you again asking for election-related decisions, including names of candidates. I know some of you may be even skeptical. Will this happen? This is utopia. Utopia is not some failure. Utopia is here. We can create a utopia here. We can create an ideal situation here. I want you to cooperate with the Congress party. We will give you a government that will be secular, democratic, and pro-poor. We will help the poor. We will bring back jobs. We know how to create jobs. We know how to create jobs. We have created jobs in the past. We know how to create jobs. We will protect the environment. We know how to protect the environment. We have protected the environment in the past and we will protect the environment. The government pointed out a case where SEC was abolished. If the linear projects are detrimental to environment, we will take a suitable decision to protect the environment. We know how to do it. We will do it, but we will run a secular, democratic government. I ask you for support. I ask you to come out in large numbers. More and more active members should come. More and more people should be involved in the election campaign. And all of you must celebrate the victory of the Congress party in the next election. You can win Goa for us. We trust you to win Goa for the Congress party. And I thank you very much for your patience.